Om Asatu ma sadgamaya Tamasu ma jyotir gamaya Mritur ma amritangamaya Avirabir maedhi Rudro jatte dakshinang mukham Te namang pahi nityam Te namang pahi nityam Om Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. And evermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om, peace, peace, peace. So we are on the 4th chapter of this Shanti Gita. We are trying to quickly pass through the ideas. It is revision going on. So here in this chapter, Arjuna said that I have listened this message from you, but I read there and you have said that two ideas we got, this tattva, this truth, that you are not the body, you are the soul, you are the Atman. And I am the I am the power behind everything. And in another place you said that Sarva karmang parityajya, give up all activities, all your duties, and only follow me. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekang saranang bhaja. Or renounce everything and just follow me. You are saying one way, another way you are saying the karma. And in the whole Gita you taught, do karma, do karma, do karma. You cannot sit for a idle moment. Always karma should be done. I am now confused and tell me what to do. That was the question of this chapter, of 4th chapter, Arjuna. And then Bhagavan said that there are 3 types of karma. One is nitya karma, means which is every day we should have to perform. Whether we like or don't like, we have to do. Okay. So, whether we like or not, we have to do it. And some say that if you do, you don't know that you get some merit. But if you don't know, you don't do, then there you will have some demerit. If you do, there is no merit. But if you don't do, then it is a demerit. Or sin, as we normal language use. And then another karma is kamma karma. Nityam noimittikam. Noimittik karma, that is another type of karma, which is occasional, on special occasion, special puja day, special fasting day. So in every religion we have that type of certain puja, practice, meditation, prayer, etc. So, and another is kamya. Kamya means which we desire. We do work to get some material benefit. For material benefit, either here in this life or after death to go to heaven. And swabhavika karma, this spontaneous karma, by your own nature, instinctively, you have some preference. That's why everyone has a different type of thing we call hobby. What is your hobby? Hobby means what you like it spontaneously without any no meaning, but I like to do that. So that is swabhavika karma. And nishedhitam, there are some karma which is called don't do. forbidden karma you should not do. So this has been categorically divided into 5 types of karma. And Bhagavan said, I am just now going to tell you all these 5 types of karma, one by one. And that we heard from Bhagavan that what is the, as I explained just now, that this world filled with karma, we do karma because it's a regular karma we do, sanghat, and we do all this activity because we are in the transactional world, so we do that. And it is happening, all this karma is happening, maya nidra vasat, because we are in under the spell of maya, the cosmic ignorance, which has deluded our vision and understanding. But this karma, etc., are onrito, it is mitha, it is not there. But it appears like that, so long we are body bound and we are not purified. So, and for the ignorant people, this appear to be doing the kortung vidhanam. What is to be the method, that there is some scriptural injunction. You do this work this way, this way, this way, this way. No. That is called the nitya karma. And what the scriptures say don't do, that is called the nishiddha karma or forbidden karma. And pratyabhaya bhavejyasya, you do the nitya karma, regulatory, everyday regulatory karma, like japa, meditation, prayer, every day. You get up in the morning, do all this. This nitya karma, phalang nasti iti, there is no result of it. But some scholars say, this nitya karma, if this karma you do, your everyday japa, everyday meditation, you don't see much effect every day. So that's why they say, don't have to think about the result, but you do the karma, and by doing that karma, you will be able to find some no positive result immediately to be understood, but if you don't do, then you will incur sin. But some say, how can there be any action, and if we do that action, there will be no result? It is impossible. It is irrational thought. So some pundits say, no, it is not that. Naimittikam is the karma which is done on special occasion, like when the lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, or the special puja, some charity, gift, etc. Is given. These are called naimittik karma. Kamma, that which is connected with the desire to go to heaven and having some pleasurable experience in this life, that karma associated with that is called the kamma karma. And also that will bring good result in this life, wealth, prosperity, etc., and also in the next life it will bring me heaven and heavenly joy. Now, when one gets identified with all this karma and these results, they are bound people. So therefore, 28th verse says, because of that bondage, because the bondage is coming because sattva buddhi, you are thinking these are all true. That's why you are in bondage. But you are the pure Atman. There is no work, there is no action, nothing can touch you. When this knowledge comes, then there will be no karma for them. All the 5 karmas have no validity in that. But till we get to that point, we are in the realm of these 5 types of karma. And now we read verse number 29. Odhikari visheshetu kamyasya upajogita. there are Udhikari Vishes, means as the competent student. According to the competence, depending on the competence of the individuals, Kammo Karma, that means the karma what we do, getting some experience of joy in this life or in the heaven, this type of karma, it has also its usefulness. Very important. The scripture is so kind to us. Everyone cannot give up karma. Everyone cannot say, I don't desire anything. It's necessary for some people. They do bad karma, okay, I'll do good karma, I'll enjoy life. Okay, that's a good thing. I'll earn good money in a noble way, in a truthful manner, and then I will enjoy life. There's nothing wrong. So it's Udhikari Vishese, in a special type of competency of the student, depending on the competency, how much competent is the student. No? Vedanta student will say, I don't need anything, Vairagya. Viveka, Vairagya, Samadhi, Sataka Sampatti, Mumukshatta. So these four quality, when it comes, is Vedanta Udhikari. Vedanta student will say, I don't care for karma. I don't know any karma. I am not beyond karma. I am not the body. Body is doing karma. Mind is doing karma. Who does karma? All these activities of karma is done by the physical body and the mind. When you go beyond mind, where is karma? When you go to deep sleep, there is body consciousness is not there. Mind consciousness is also not there. Do you need? Mind remains up to what point? Dream. But in the sleep time, where is your mind? Mind is sleeping. Almost not there, no? When you are sleeping, someone can take away your purse. But when you are awake, no one can touch that. Similarly, our spiritual purse can be stolen away whenever mind sleeps down. The worldly purse. So, this idea that I am in the karma level, so long I am identified with my body. But in this body level, there are different grades of student. Some may be grade 1, some may be grade 10, some may be grade undergraduate student, some may be postgraduate student, no? They are in the same university, but these grades are there. So in spiritual life also, Udhikari Vishesetu Kammassopi Upajogita. There is some meaningfulness of these objects which people are desiring to get, go to heaven, do good to others, to earn merit, and then earn money, give charity, get a good name, I am a good guy. So these are also have meaning. And Kamana Siddhir Uktatvat Kamme Lobha Pradarsanat. Saying, the scripture says, by alluring the statements of validated human desires, statements validate the human desires, and by pointing out to the enticement in the work that fulfills the desire here and hereafter. So it gives us inspiration to do some good work instead of bad work. No? So why this scripture? Arjuna's question is there. You say just Ma Manusmaro, think of me, and Juddha Chabat, why shall I fight? If the work is bondage, and you are saying to just surrender to you is the highest thing, why are you engaging me in my work? Then he says, because it is necessary, those who are not in samadhi. Karma should be done by those people who are not in samadhi. Vedanta says even your breathing is a karma. You are sitting and thinking something, that's a karma. We cannot stay a moment without karma. We body-bound people. But a person in samadhi, when he is sitting like he is sitting in his consciousness, he is fully aware of his consciousness, inner consciousness. So, but if you not, then you have your meaningfulness of it. So, kamma karma is also, even there is usefulness of the, because by alluring these statements that validate human desires, And by pointing out to the enticement in the work that fulfills the desires here and hereafter, generate the tendency to engage in action. Otherwise people will be lazy. They don't do anything. Rather than selfish activity, then you will do unselfish activity. First selfish activity. And then you see that no, there is not much achievement in it. Then that selfish activity who are done with, then they start doing unselfish activity. Unselfish activity, those who have done for years and years and years, they mature into this statement, why am I doing work? It is all God's world, who am I? Then they go back into the consciousness itself and all work stops for them. So there is gradation. So this result, telling that you will go to heaven, you do good work, the scriptures, another side of it is encouraging us to do some noble action so that it can lead us to the ultimate detachment from the entire world. That is the purpose of the scriptures. That's why it is said that by pointing out to the enticement in the work that fulfills our desires, in this world or in after death, heaven, this generates the tendency in all of us to engage in action. That's why the kamma karma, only extroverted people can abstain from performing negative action, viceful action. So it says, nishiddha karma, there is called, don't do this, it is not good. Killing people, torturing people, giving suffering to people, no. People, you tell, then that's why the scripture says, you don't do that. You will get the result, bad result. And you see, do good, you go to heaven. You do this, you will go to have a fun and joy of life. So, in that category of level, this type of inspiration can boost their intention to do good work and to progress in spiritual life. That is the purpose of, I am engaging you, go and do karma. Why? By doing karma, you will go beyond karma. Though ignorantly, first you do the karma, it may be for selfish end, it may be for my desire in this body to fulfill my all hidden lust and greed and all this, okay. But it will take you to a point that you're doing this, not harming anyone, you're doing honest activity, that karma will guide, internally inspire to be ultimately unselfish. And unselfish work also will come to a point when, as Ramakrishna said, that if God comes before you, will you ask him, oh Lord, give me some hospital and dispensary? So his idea, it is for a higher grade person. Those who are achieved up to that point of benevolence and distribution of their wealth, prosperity for the good of others, and they have dedicated their life, for them it is another development. They will. So these are the necessary goodness in this. Even the scripture is saying, do karma. Kamma karma even is good.
So I'm still very confused by this detachment while you're working thing. I mean, obviously, so I'm chopping vegetables in the kitchen, and I want to do a good job. I don't want to do a crummy job. So that's not detachment, though. That's
No. We are missing.
I want people to think
good.
I'm doing a good job.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I get this kind of
But what? No, you are missing one point. Your ground is okay because I am cooking. I'll do the best job. So how can I be detached? You are not detached to the work. You are deeply involved into the work. Yet for perfection you are doing. No thinking of result. Then even thinking of the result takes a part of your mind. People will praise me, that's also part of the mind. If you cannot give that also, engage into the work, your work will be the best work. Is it not? See, I give my 100% of the mind. That means the mind which is scattered a little bit, thinking that I will do a good job and also I'll be like, people will like it, this expectation. Why to expect? It will happen automatically. Even if you take that much mind and engage into the work, more focused. That's the question. Gita says more focused work, concentrated work, as if the whole world is gone. You are in cooking. Cooking is the only thing you are doing. And naturally you are detached from everything. Spontaneously happening, is it not? Think of that. You are doing some work and totally engrossed into it. Are you not detached from the whole world then? The Gita teaching, do the work as best as you can. But don't give in a part of your mind to think that it will do good to others. I am doing, people will like. Why? It will automatically like, because you are giving not that slot of mind, 1 cent or 2 cent of your mind, to digress from your work. Work should be done totally focused. Yes, that's why it's the best. I am serving God. I am doing for God. And that's why I have nothing to think. Only the work and work. This much is focus. It is teaching us not to be callous. Rather, you are very careful. Still, little part of your mind may think that I am doing good job. I will do better job. Why to think? Do focus there on the work and get a success. This is the science of karma. Look at I have seen our Swamis and in our order. When they do the work, they forget the whole world. As if the world is gone. You are standing before him for maybe 5, 7, 8 minutes. He has not noticed that you are standing there. He is writing something in front of, suppose she was writing like that, I was standing there. He didn't pay attention. Then I said, when did you come? Oh, Maharaj, I was waiting for last 5, 7 minutes. Oh, why did you call me? But that means, that is called karma yoga. Karma yoga, because I am doing for God, how can I do lavish work? How can I not do a perfected work? So that being the focus, you start the work. But when you get engaged into, forget God, only do the work.
Let's say, okay, so I'm really chopping vegetables, but then I've got some dal or something.
No, that is also part of your work. No, that is also part of your work. That is the holistic part of your work. Chopping and boiling and this and that. Totally focused on that, and I am nothing. This is my puja. This is my offering flower. This is my putting incense. This is my waving the lamp. This is my waving the chamara. This is my waving the flower. No? So this is my puja. So this oven, one thing, that oven, another thing. And at the end you say, oh Lord, it is all for you I did it. Please accept. That's all. I don't care. Who will be appreciated when someone is doing the work with this and no attention to that and putting wrong thing in wrong place and double salt and this and that. It happens, no? For cooking, many times it happens. Or a concentrated work, focused that way. There is no spending of mind in any other thought. So that everywhere, a doctor doing surgery, how focused they become into the surgery. Anyone doing any technical job, no. So you can, as much is the focus, that much is the success. And focus means you are detached from other things. Your renunciation is happening automatically.
Sometimes we can see our mind, it has not developed that type of sattvic focus, so we are not distracted, but we can see that at the end, it's not able to do perfect job. You still make mistakes, not because you're distracted, but it seems like the mind is not yet reached that level.
That is my best I can do. Then I'll say, oh Lord, you have given me the tool, mind and intellect, this much capability. Some ordinary scientist cannot be Einstein. They will have to say, Einstein is Einstein's buddhi, and he is in his buddhi. He will do the same work, focusing on some research, and Einstein also will do, but two will have the different result. But my point is that result is not important. For a devotee, whatever result comes, this world is under Maya. But so long I am here, God is for me, and I am doing it for God. So, as you are in the duality, and God is in the duality. So long I am walking, I will do my best. That should be the attitude. I will do my best, and it's all my offering to God, not to please anyone. And we are reading today, no? The Bhagavat said that people make a fuss of spiritual practice, no? Ignoring me, who I am residing in the heart of all. So any service to anyone you are serving God. That is the very, very profound Vedantic philosophy. In the Bhakti school, Bhagavat is giving the same citation. So whenever is done for God, you cannot do imperfect work. You cannot. If you love someone, how can you do something which is imperfect? That's why when you think that we are doing for Ramakrishna, then you see pure utensil, don't give more salt, don't give more chili, and everything is become organized because it is I'm doing for God. So perfection comes, and also that offering at the comes, then I get detached. More important, I am detached from other thing. Our entanglement into the world has kept us in bondage. This entanglement will go because I am doing for God, and this is my job now, finish. And at the end, oh Lord, I did it for you. And sing and dance, and don't get what people say good or bad, don't care about that. People will always say something good and bad. You cannot please anyone. So that is okay. Now, so that is the 30th verse. Depending on the competence of the individual, this is a very good rationale which we can really accept, understand it, that we are not in the same spiritual level or mental level. So what it is saying, depending on the competence, each one's competence, individual, this karma is bad. Ultimately, don't desire anything. Do karma. Oh, you are talking about that. But why are you saying that karma is also ordained by the scriptures? Why? It is also has its usefulness. It has its usefulness. Because people will go through step by step. One experience done, another experience, another higher and higher and higher. Though we sometimes feel that it is a downgrade journey. No, there is no downgrade journey. It is the upward journey all the time. We may not feel it that way, but end result is, it is the upward journey. Because then when, as you said, I fail in one attempt, I was not successful. Is it a failure? That unsuccessful situation gives you new thinking and new ways and avenues to overcome that. It's not a failure.
No, they say like that. They are just saying that I wouldn't say that I failed 1,000 times. I would say that I have learned 1,000 ways that it will work.
Yeah. I have failed 1,000 times, you can say, and I have learned 1,000 ways to get this success. So positive. And that's why he says it is Shanti Gita is saying that has got its usefulness. Don't ignore that. If a candidate like Ramakrishna comes, his work, he does not like any work, only did the puja. Puja also he gave up because he meditates so much. So that's okay, but I can do that? No. For me, I have to do some work. Otherwise I will sleep and think negative thoughts and do some negative work. So better to do, Are Baba, you do some good karma. Okay, say, I am doing this, people will praise me. Okay, start with that. So do some good karma rather than negative karma, and then really offer it to God. So this is the idea. So it is said that the scriptures, by alluring statements, this type of inspiration, that you go to heaven, you get this, that, and every religion has an idea of going to heaven. Hindus also have it, Christians have, Muslims have, and Buddhists also, those who are not what you call the Tibetan Buddhism and other things, they have their concept of different levels of going to heaven, no? Different ideas are there. So, alluring these statements, validate human desire, and by pointing out to the enticement in the work that fulfills the desire, generate the tendency to engage in action. And otherwise, tamoso karma, rajaso will be sattiko. Tamoso, rajaso, sattiko. So it will be upward journey like that. Through this kamma karma means this desireful action, what we do. Extroverted people, those who are very extrovert, only tries to find pleasure and joy and money and wealth and happiness outside. This type of people can abstain from performing negative action or viceful action by this type of inspiration. Now, 31st. The injunction of the scripture to perform kamma karma is for the enhancement of noble tendencies also. It is this kamma karma is that one abstain from performing negative action because it is not good. It has a positive side, it enhances noble tendencies in us by performing karma. Then, through the performance of kamma karma, one experiences the respective enjoyments, and at the end of that experience, the intellect becomes purified. This is the point. Suppose someone is engaged in having something in the sensual level, okay. He make much effort and money and wastage, this, that, got some sensual excitement. But what? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, he will be understanding that it does not give me satisfaction. That the soul will find a way, I am doing that, but I cannot get any, that desired end is not met. So what shall I do with it? Then you will take a different turn. You will purify the heart. You see, even experiencing this way purifies the heart means experience tells one to detach and takes us a different turn. I met some devotee one long time back. So he said that, I want to give up this addiction. I have started this addiction, but I don't get any joy in this addiction. But I cannot stop drinking or cannot stop doing what I am doing now. So this is the point, that's the development. Don't take it negatively. He is gotten to the bottom and hit there. He is not experiencing joy, and that is creating a mental reaction. But I am forced to do that like a slave. Now his internal struggle is working, no? It's turning up. Then naturally he came to them to see me and to discuss his personal problem. No? So why he will come to a monk who is addicted to something which is sensual, in the sensual level so much, and he says, I cannot stop, I am helpless, please. Why you are crying? Go again. No. He feels the futility of that, understands that is helpless condition. That is the development. So that's why it purifies the understanding. Intellect means understanding. Understanding was that I will fulfill my desired things, but now I understand, no, it cannot give. So that's the development in spiritual life. 32 verse. Worship of God is like milk mixed with water of desires. By the heat from the fire of renunciation, that water totally dries up. I've given an example. Isharo aradhana dugdham. Our spiritual practice is like dugdha, means the milk, not pure milk, but mixed with water. In India, it is very common example. The milkman always put some water, make a gallon, and take the money for 1 gallon, but give half a gallon milk and half a water. So that's why India it is very common. Some may be good milkman, but some it is the blame on the name of the milkman that they always steal. How they steal? They make us fool. By giving milk, 1 pound or 1 liter, maybe half of them or 3/4 of them will be water. So just taking the same price but making more money out of that. So that's why it is said that our aradhana, as we do our spiritual practice, why we do? We ask God, give me this, give me that, give me that. That is the way we do. So here Bhagavan Krishna says, your worship of God is like a spiritual puja, worship. But it is mixed with water. Water is what? Desire. I want this, I want this, I want this. So that desire, but how the desire will go? He says, the vairagya anala tapena. By the tapo means the heat. You have to boil the milk, no? And as it boils, then water evaporates more, and then milk becomes condensed and condensed and condensed. No? So what is that heat? Yeah. Heat is the renunciation, detachment. So by the heat only one way our aradhana, when we come to, and we all, it is nothing wrong. We go to God when we are in difficulty. No? Those who never come, suppose there say some relationship has broken or something, we will find that guy here sitting and praying. Or something has lost a job, invariably will find even he'll find that is temple, okay, go. So that is the point, that when situation happens like that, so it is all the watery thing goes up. And then renunciation. And see, many people think that, oh, I want to be a monk. Why you want? No, I have seen the world. I am tired with it. That means she has a very bitter experience of something else. So bitter experience of life is not bad, because it wakes up, gives us a waking call. Okay, this is okay, but it is not so. So our aradhana, as I told you before, you go to Dakshineshwar temple, I do not know, they maintain it very well now. But before, all the walls on the Ma Kali's temple in Dakshineshwar, it's all small, written by handwritten prayers are there. Oh Mother Kali, I will give you 5 rupees worship of fruits and flowers if I can win this court case. Another writes, oh Mother Kali, I am going to give school examination. I will give you 1 rupee, it's a schoolboy, so give me 1 rupee of fruits and flowers if I get a good grade. Someone is saying, give me a job. So the whole world, I used to sometimes circumambulate and see, it is full of asking for Ma. Ma, give me, I will give you puja. As if mother has no fruits and flowers, so only it is give and take business. I give you puja, you give me this, no? But there's nothing wrong. At that level of the spiritual seeker, that is good. But that will be gradually purified. And that's why Ishvara Aradhana, for general people like, ordinary people like us, we do worship falling in some difficulty. And that difficulty, to remove that difficulty, we go to God. It is like, we love for God, that's why we're going to temple. No. There are other people who don't believe in God. They don't come to the temple or any church. But those who believe, they come. So they are lovers of God. But their aradhana, their prayer is not pure prayer. Ramakrishna taught us pure prayer. In the morning we say, oh Mother, I throw myself at your lotus feet. No? I don't want any this thing and that thing. Give me love, give me pure love, unsmitten by any worldly desires, all these things, no? So that is this turning point from one to the other grade. So this desire is pure desire, God desire, not for any other reason, love for love's sake. I love you, God, for you whether you keep me in difficulty or put me into high praise or wealth and prosperity, I love you, still I love you. So that is the pure. But we have to go to that state because this watery thing is there. That watery thing, you have to heat, that to give the heat of renunciation. You can tell, okay, what shall I achieve ultimately which will be permanent for me? So this type of analysis and detachment gradually will lead to the pure love for God. So worship of God is like mixed milk mixed with water of desires. By the heat from the fire of renunciation, that water totally dries up. That means one can be totally renunciate and gradually practicing this type of even desired karma, but it will be purified. Vairagya, that's why it is vairagya, is the fire, and aradhana, praying to God or prayer to God or worships are normally connected with the milk mixed with water. So, worship of God alone remains there like milk. If you heat it gradually, milk will only remain, watery part will go away. By that, the chitta, mind stuff, becomes pure. That's why everyday prayer, doing all this practice, and also following that whatever I get, it is not unlimited. So what shall I do? ওই যে Maitreyi Yajnavalkya Sangbad in the Upanishad said, the Yajnavalkya said that, okay, I am going to be a monk. You please share my house and wealth and whatever is, you share all those material things. Then Maitreyi just declared openly that Jenaham namritasyam, by which I will not reach immortality. Tena aham kena kurjam. What shall I do with that? That is the pure desire coming there. I want God and God only. So that will be worship of God alone remains when, like milk, by that mind stuff or chitta or mind. Mind stuff mane? What are the mind stuff? 4 things are mind stuff. Chitta. Chitta is what? Mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. That's why Shankaracharya says, Mano, buddhi, chitta, ahankara, ninaham. So, I am not mana, mind, buddhi, intelligence, chitta, remembering faculty, and aham, ego. I am neither of them. I am Atman, I am Suddha. So he says that by the mind stuff gets pure, and mind becomes pure by this prayer and unconditional love generally. From the desired prayer, mind, this is not desiring anything, love, desiring love from God. That purifies the mind, purifies the intellect, purifies our memory, purifies our ego. So we become purified every day by that. Now, 34 verse says, Karma bijat, from here, from one seed of action, 2 sprouts come out. Karma bijat ihoika asmat jayate chankura dvayam. The first sprout brings unseen result, and the other is proclaimed to be latent impression. So there are 2 results comes out of this action. One seed brings that. This sprout, karma bij, it's called apurva, there remains, so you do any action, if it is done like that with the renunciation attitude, then what really? One seed of action, you do one action in this level, it sprouts into two. It goes in two directions. One, the first sprout brings unseen result. Unseen result means you don't see what is doing now. You think a good thought. What happens? You don't feel any impact. But the thought goes down and creates an impression, and this sanskara is adding that. Another will be what? Another will be vasana. It is creating the proclaimed to be the latent impression, vasana, desire. So anything we do creates two action. One goes unknown what will happen afterwards. Today's thinking, if you think suddenly that I will go to Paris, this thought does not die. It will remain. After a long time, and one day some opportunity comes and this thought will spring up. That thought will intensify your desire to go, and you will make some arrangements for it. So immediately you don't find the effect, but it has its deep effect, and it creates a sanskara, tendency in our mind, which direction I will go. Mind, we recreate our mind. That mind which was turning towards the world, it turns towards God. So it is a practice. That's why we talk about practice, practice, practice. So therefore, unseen result produces enjoyment. In afterwards, unseen result, you do some action, immediately suppose you do some work, or say, a simple example, you like to eat something and you get a good food of your choice. So this action has two effects, no? One, as soon as you eat it, the result is over. It is a good food, finish. But another is, it goes into the substratum and creates a desire. Oh, it's good if I can get tomorrow or in some other day. But afterwards also you remember, oh, this food is so good. Yeah? So you compare. That means it has gone to the subconscious. It's called the vasana. And that can be good and bad. That also can be good and bad. So one point, karma, when you do any karma, and it has its immediate experience of that karma, good result or bad result, immediately you can feel. And it does not end there, it goes to the substratum of the mind. And that mind, it remains hidden there, and it can create future movement of our life into any good direction or bad direction. Therefore, that's why very important point is to think what we are thinking, pay attention to our thoughts. We think that we are thinking. What is that? No, thought has a deeper impact on the mind, and it creates the mind, recreates the mind. So it has its immediate action, I feel joy or I feel sad, and afterwards it goes down, it creates a future momentum in our thought process, in our mind, our memory, all gets connected with, linked with that. So, bhavati apurvata bhogo. So, the unseen result produces enjoyment. After giving that experience, they end. The other result is known as latent impression that will generate actions based on the distinction of good and evil. So, good karma, bad karma will generate next direction of our life. So, think very seriously. Patanjali suggests that chitta, when our vritti, mind, lake of the mind, is rippled. So you throw a stone. Stone means one type of thought you throw on the mind lake. It immediately splashes, the water splashes, reaction, one way. That is the immediate action you see. But where goes the stone? I see somebody and I immediately feel some action or reaction. That means that person is coming, entering into my eyes and going into the mind lake, and a stone is thrown. One type of impression is thrown. As it is thrown, I say, oh, this is called my friend. No? And you feel joy. You have not seen him after a long time, you joy. But the stone itself goes down into the substratum of the lake, mind lake, and it stays there. It will create some future potential. There's a future for potential happiness or misery will be created, and tendency of our life will be created. Again and again, negative thought, negativity will come. Positive thought, positivity will come. So, now, next verse, work or action is generated due to these latent desires. Why we move in one direction, why another move in another direction? It is your latent impression. It's called vasana. No, in the same home, two children are there. One goes to the path of renunciation, another is deeply involved into the worldliness. No? What is guiding them? It is the deep-rooted samskara, the vasana. Latent impression. Impression, latent. So many impressions is like creating an impulse to go to a direction, particularly one direction. Like they give the example like you are playing football or soccer. So when the ball moves ultimately in one direction, last direction, how? All the kicks and blows on the ball has a cumulative effect, and it goes in one direction. So in our mind, all the thoughts we do, it is having immediately one effect. Now, I like it, I dislike it, I am happy, I am unhappy. But it does not die. It goes to the substratum, creating our future tendency.
So Swamiji, how do you deal with the stone that went inside?
Yeah, that's the whole Raja Yoga deals with that.
The what?
Raja Yoga, the whole Raja Yoga deals with that. This is the samskara. What shall I do with it? It is already there. So this is now pour positive thinking. Pour it, pour it, pour it, pour it. No, don't give any gap to again sprout the negative thoughts. What will happen? It will go to the substratum and your upper layers will be all pure thoughts. And when pure thoughts will lead you to the pure direction, and this lower part will remain, but they will not be able to raise their hood. And if we continue to do like that, then when you realize God, at that point, all this bundle will be left. So I have no connection with me. Though I have done all this karma, but I am not connected with them because of the knowledge of God. So it is when Brahma-jnana comes, or a person knows who that person is, Satchidananda, all this karma becomes defunct. Though it is there is potential. They give the example, many times you have heard, Vedanta, what is the Vedanta? Vedanta's name is what? Vedanta. Hunter. The hunter have in his quiver so many arrows. No. So what he does, he takes one of the arrow and shoots. This hunter, the arrow is now moving. Out of my samskara, out of my deep-rooted intention, now this life is going on. But if I can, now you cannot do anything. It is in the middle. Already the momentum is created, his angle is created, a direction is set, trajectory is fixed now. But in this process, if you go, and when it is hitting, the bad things, oh, I am killing this innocent, I won't kill anymore. And as soon as that thought comes, he throws away the entire quiver. All these arrows remains there, but it has no function. It does not affect the hunter anymore. So we, if this life's journey, keeping positive thought, and thinking I am not the body, not the mind, etc., attain to the point of experience, what will happen? All these negative arrows, all these bad or good, whatever is there, just gone. It's called the prarabdha karma, maintains the body. After, that's why the realized soul live in the body, but like a knowledgeable person, they are not affected by sorrows and suffering that much. It is just a physical body is suffering, they always say. But all these bad karmas, good karmas, lose their impact. That is the benefit. Otherwise, there is no escape from our old actions, and how many actions we did, we do not know. And what is the impact, we do not know. That is endless chain. So there is no freedom then. But freedom is only possible, we detach from that and put the idea, thinking of God's image in the mind, day and night, or Vedantic idea. Therefore, karma is therefore the cause of suffering, fetters on the feet of the individual souls. It is the cause of anxiety and endless suffering for a distressed soul of mind. That we know. It says to 37th verse, work or action is generated due to latent desire. Again, because of work or action, latent impressions are reborn, made to wheel round these two processes. Individual soul does not escape from the mundane existence of birth and death. We are doing karma, and that is generating some samskara. Samskara is forcing us to again do some karma, again another life creating another karma, bundle of karma, and that is creating, so there is no wheel of coming and going, there is no endless karma. Now, therefore, it says, 38th verse says, that karma is therefore the cause of suffering, fetters of the feet of the individual soul. It is the cause of anxiety and endless suffering for a distressed soul. Therefore, renouncing all types of action, take refuge in me alone. Consider the word me from the viewpoint of the Absolute, but certainly not from the perspective of radical pluralism or duality, sanghata. Okay? So, that is the advice of Krishna. Up to 38 we read that karma is this. So long you are in the wheel of karma, karma will bring desire, desire will bring karma, like in a Buddhistic thought. So it is the rebirth and again karma creating desire, desire creating karma. So where is the end of it? So you do that, therefore doing karma, you know ultimately, first you did sakama karma, I did to have my this pleasure and pain, pleasure here and now, that's why I am earning good money to enjoy life, okay? Do that. After that, mind will say, no, I didn't get it. Then you go to the higher level of selfless karma, not desiring anything, do karma and don't expect all the result. Give me God this, give me God that, give me God that. That stage is covered, then only love for love's sake come. As a result, mind will be purified, your action will be purified, and with that action, continuous action like that, a new samskara will come, and a point will come when the pure heart, pure mind, all will be so pure that all detachment from all karma. You will not find any interest in doing karma, but you will be absorbed in samadhi. It's just going from outside to inside, more and more. And as the mind becomes pure, mind will run for God and God only. When mind is associated with all this little desire here and there, our mind is pulled in this direction, mind is pulled in that direction. But when those have been tested and verified that I am tired of them, I got it, I tried it, it didn't work. So hands up. And then mind will go inside, and then karma will drop. As Ramakrishna's life is the example. Ramakrishna's karma stopped. He did not have to do much, but karma left him. Okay? So we end here. Up to verse number 38 we read. Next day we'll read 39 verse onward on chapter 4. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. So tomorrow I'll be here for the gospel class again. Please come, and thanks for your coming. Now I think that there is one question, and we'll. The question is, if we are able to understand that ultimately we are under the control of God and offer all results to God, it seems that karma would not be able to stick to us. Is that correct? Yes, it is a good understanding that if we are able to understand this much, what do you understand? That ultimately we are under the control of God. God has created, or God's world. He has brought me here. I am His instrument. If we can understand that and give anything we do, we give it to God, then it seems that karma would not be able to stay. Naturally, karma will have no boundaries. Everything is your puja. Everything is your worship. We do that in the temple with the flower and fruits and incense and candle and sandal paste and all. But you do in your kitchen with the knife and vegetables and pots and pans and oven, and this is in the kitchen puja. When you sit in your computer, it is computer puja. And every time, every letter you are writing, everything you are doing, okay, I am doing for you, God, I am doing for you. So, in whatever profession you are, just anything can be made a puja. And I don't expect anything. I want you. And if we can say that, it comes in time by long practice, then we will be free from. Where does spontaneous desire to perform an act of love for God come from? Where does the spontaneous desire come? Desire will be spontaneous for God and love for God as we do selfless work, as we forget our personal ego, as we forget that we are only the embodied being. So as much as we get out of my body identity, so desire for fulfillment of desire will be lessened. If I am not the body, who will enjoy it? Good or bad, it matters little, but I am not the body. Therefore, spontaneous desire to perform an act only for God's sake will come when mind is pure. It seems to occur at irregular times. Irregular times in our life happens, why, at certain point of time my mind becomes pure. Other times it is rattling. Our mind every day, every one of our mind, some point of time your mind is cool. Sometimes it is rattling like that. Sometimes it is ferocious, jumping, like a Swamiji's example, like a monkey drunk with a scorpion biting. So mind is like that. So, but sometimes it becomes calm. When it becomes calm, oh my God, that is the moment you feel this. It seems to occur at irregular times. That means spontaneous desire will come that I am doing for God. When? When the mind is pure. It is a joyful occasion, but where does it come from? Yeah, it is a joyful occasion because mind becomes calm, inner light just pops up. A glimpse of the light within, Satchidananda light comes up. It is like I give this example, suppose in the sky, the sun is there, but the day is gloomy, because the gloomy means it is all covered with cloud. Deep cloud. And suddenly you find in between the deep cloud a little slit is open and a beam of light comes up. So that is the point. When mind becomes little calm at any point of time, the inner light should come up. It is here, it is not somewhere. God is not to be found in a remote distance. But it is always here with me, but I am not able to perceive that because of the cloud. So the karma can improve that and change it and can destroy that covering. But occasionally we get this desire, spontaneous desire for doing God's work. That's the blessings. You are getting a glimpse of the truth. So if you are fortunate to have that, then believe on it and move, make a move consciously to pray for desirelessness. We'll get the same result. You know, if you cook with full mind and thinking it is Thakur's puja, as a food we'll enjoy more, because food has become purified. It is called the ashraya dosha. Those who do puja, cooking or puja, but thinking the mind for some other thoughts, that food becomes impure. Why? Your thought, subtle thought, is going through your touch to the food. If you take the japa, why it is called, take the name of the Lord, if you do that, your vibration, spiritual vibration, is improving you. At the same time, it is going to the food you are offering. And that becomes sattika food. That's why it is said that take the name of the Lord and let the mind repeat the mantra and do the cooking. Then cooking becomes anything you do. The spirituality it transmits into it from you itself. So that's why so much emphasis is given in what kitchen we do. This is pure, impure, don't touch, don't turn, don't do this, don't do that. Why we do like that? Because there should be some type of purity concept of purity. We are pure, but we don't remember. So how to remember that we are pure and we are really doing a pure job? We do other time loosely, but at least this time I am pure. That 24 hours, out of 24 hours, some hour is more focused. That gives us spiritual growth and development. Okay? Okay, thank you all. Anything more? I don't think anything is there more. Okay. Jai Ma. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. See you tomorrow, 7:30. Thanks for all of you who are here and who are online.